Hey everyone, what is up? You're still Sai from HVAC and in this video, we are going to see and uncover what's the exact stuff that helps you rank at the very top of Google. We'll be auditing a website, an HVAC business website, why they're not ranking, comparing them to one of their competitor who's ranking really well, and we'll see what strategies you can implement and what strategies you can exactly copy in your business to get more jobs, more leads. Let's get started without any further ado. This is the business that we are looking at, Heroes Heating and Cooling, and I don't have any affiliation with them. I don't even know this company. I'm just taking this from the internet and we are just seeing what they are doing wrong and why they're not really ranking for instance, AC repair really, right? So we'll see why they're not ranking and what this particular company, their competitor Michael & Son, what they have done and what's the reason they're ranking really good. Before I actually talk about those stuff, two main stuff. When it comes to SEO or search engine optimization, we have mainly three things: on page, off page, and technical SEO. On page SEO deals with doing the optimization on your website, your headers, your content, call to actions, whatnot. Every single thing that you do on your website, putting on blog posts and all those stuff, it comes under on page. Now off page, it's more about creating signals to show Google that, hey, this particular website or business is trusted, they're genuine, and so that Google could appreciate you, give you better rankings. Eventually you would get more leads, right? So that's the second stuff, and in a jargon term that is called backlinks, right? So another one, third part, technical SEO. Technical SEO has to deal with technical sides of thing, whether your website is getting indexed on Google or not, whether it's actually coming up for even your brand term or not, if there's any technicality issue with your website and stuff like that. We will be mainly talking about on page and off page because in most of the cases, if you have chosen a content management system, for instance, let's say WordPress, that's where your website is built, and if you haven't touched it a lot, the technical sides of thing are already good. So we will be just focusing on two things: they're on page and off pages here, right? Starting with the on page of this particular website, why they're not really ranking. So let's see and quickly see their title. Their title is air conditioning repair service near Raleigh, North Carolina, AC repair. It is fine, but it could be improved again because you have added AC repair 2 times. Instead of that, I would just add the air conditioning repair in Raleigh, not on instead of near. You could do that, yes, but I wouldn't, to be honest. Then you have description where you could have got your keywords. They didn't, right? So this is one of the major reasons. Coming to the other parts, which is headings. So each one, this is what each one is kind of the overall title of your web page, and that is very important. Each one is kind of 30 or 40% of your on pages here, so it's very important. And you have to make sure that you have added the city name in that. So I would rather do AC repair or air conditioning repair in XY city or near XY city, or rather, air conditioning repair in XY city and stuff like that. That's the one. Then H2 stay frost in a Raleigh, North Carolina home with expert air conditioning repair. Again, this looks very AI-ish. I would change that. FAQs. So they are not having enough of headings. If I show you and if I compare it to their competitors, see, they have got one H1, 5 H2, 7 H3s, right? In this case, these guys are having, for instance here, right, these guys are having just 2 H2s compared to 5 heading 2s of their competitor, right? So that's one of the major reasons why they're not ranking. And not just that, but they're not really having enough keywords in their headings. That is simply not how you do. So you have to kind of restructure everything here. You have to recheck and make sure that, hey, this particular stuff contains keyword, right? That's one thing. Then I'm just quickly checking their images. Let's do that. So they have got just one image, and if I see their image, right, air conditioning repair side of house 2x, I would rather make it a bit more about the keywords and the city. Air conditioning, for instance, it could be a technician doing an AC repair in Raleigh, whatever that is. You're getting my point. Then if you see their introduction, right, or their first 100 words, because first 100 words are really important for SEO, so you have to make sure you have injected your keywords here, right? So today's air conditioners are more efficient, energy saving than ever before, whatever that is. But I would make sure I'm having my keywords here, which is simply not visible right now. So that's one thing. Other than that, if you actually see all these stuff, right, I've just entered this in here, and they have 521 words compared to their competitors 909 words. So that's another point. They are having much lesser amount of words than compared to their competitors. Their other competitors are having somewhere 1,000, 1,200 or 800 words, and so I would make sure I'm having at the very least 1,000 words. That's gonna be my sweet spot. And yeah, that's one another thing. Now another one, right? Let's quickly compare the word. So repair term, for instance. On this particular page, it's occurring 19 times compared to their competitor 32 times, 12 times more than them. Then AC 61 time, okay. AC 45 times, pretty much same. These guys are having it more, but it ain't helping them. Then air conditioning 5. Air conditioning 5, yes. Air conditioner 4, air conditioner 6, yep. Then city name 8 times, and these guys are having 12 times. So if you see, repair and the city name, they're having much more time, or the frequency is kind of higher. So I would kind of make sure that I'm having that on my page as well. And these are the foundational stuff that you do with your SEO side of thing. Other than that, I would also kind of change the overall design. This is not going to really convert fill for these guys. I would rather change the design to be something more of, that contains a lot of visuals, a lot of call to action, because no one likes to just read this, right? So that's gonna be something that I could change, or I would change if I am the marketing guy of this company. Other than that, let's quickly see the off-page side of thing, which I mentioned, right? Off-page is what you do on other websites than yours, but it's gonna push your website too, right? So if you see this particular business, right, these guys are having 37 websites referring to them, right, compared to their competitors who are having somewhere around, just a second, it's loading. So these guys are having massive 509 referring domains compared to these guys 37,509. So it's kind of 15 or 18x the amount of referring domains these guys are having, right? So that is something that could be improved, and that's one of the reason, if you see, why their traffic value is $47, their traffic value is $144K, a lot, and the difference is a lot, right? Another stuff, why? Because these guys are not one location businesses, right? But these guys are, right? They're just based in one city, they're just serving one city. But it becomes easier if you're serving just one city, to be honest, because you can just invest all the stuff in building backlinks, content, and stuff like that, and having a very targeted website serving one single city. So that shouldn't be an excuse, that should rather help you build things faster. And if I tell you what this value thing is, it's the amount that you have to spend on PPC to get this amount of traffic. This particular website, they would have to pay Google $144K to get this amount of traffic on these keywords or on these phrases that they're having. Crazy, right? This is the actual power of SEO, and if you do things correctly, like I mentioned in this video, I'm pretty sure you would see significant improvement in your website's SEO. And that was all for today's one. If you've got any other question related to SEO or marketing in general, or HVAC marketing, to be more precise, feel free to book a call with us using the link given in the description and pinned comment. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. Have a great day.